Now, when we look into this lady, she fits the description of what we call a tether. This is a tether, okay? Let me explain. The Honorable Yvette D. Clarke, hailing from the Central Brooklyn, Congresswoman Yvette Diane Clarke feels honored to represent the community that raised her. She is the proud daughter of Jamaican immigrants. She takes her passion for her Caribbean heritage to Congress, where she co-chairs the Congressional Caribbean Caucus and works to foster relationships between the United States and the Caribbean community.
Might have to drop a dime on them niggas.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stop it.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
All right, y'all, we back with another video. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. So listen, in this video, I'm going to break y'all down the evidence and the proof that the Congressional Black Caucus has been scamming Black people since 1971.
They are not here to be our friends. They are not here to fight for all Black people. They are here to fight for Somalians.
He said it's important to know she's Somalian and she's in the government working for us. He's referring to the U.S. government and she's in our government. He said she'll take that chair from a Black person. That's what that Somalian official said to his people, speaking on Ilhan Omar, and she's sitting right there. They made it very clear what her purpose was in the U.S. government.
Right.
Her job is to replace a Black person for a position of power in America and then use that power to work for Somalia. Forget she was elected and placed in the Do-Nothing Black Caucus. Look at her. Yeah, her and all the other useless traitors of Black America.
All of these people, I'm going to be canceling the whole Black Caucus, bro.
Sitting up there in the Black Caucus. Just look at them. She's a Black Caucus member, but they just told you her job was to replace Black people. That's what they're doing here. It's Black people in the Black Caucus and work for Somalia. And we keep wondering why Black Americans can't get any points on the board. We're constantly supporting a group of people that's supposed to be representing us. But when you dig into the Black Caucus, they're doing for everybody except for the people they're supposed to be representing in Congress.
This is embarrassing to us, bro. We watching this, it's embarrassing to know that y'all been sitting in these seats all of this time and y'all not doing nothing. I'm going to give y'all my proof and the claims why we are now canceling the Congressional Black Caucus, because they are more interested in giving foreign aid to other countries than they are in helping to build America. Now, there's been a lot of videos on the Congressional Black Caucus, and they say the same thing. They bring up when they didn't want to speak to President Nixon, and they don't bring up no factual, tangible things that these people did. I did my research on it. This group was put here as another ploy to use Black faces for white supremacy cases. It's just, this is what it is. And people are upset. I had somebody in my comment section, because I canceled Jasmine Crockett. They want to think that I don't know how they feel like these people in office ever did anything. If you look up any research at any of our Black politicians, they have not been on the right side of history. And I'm saying that, I'm being nice with it, okay? We've had our intellectuals, our leaders like Dr. Claude Anderson, Malcolm X, Steve Coakley, our researchers, our historians. And they broke the whole system down to where this system is not built for us. And it's people that look like us that's not kinfolk. And we got to get them out the way. It's nothing personal, okay? So in this video, I'm going to go over you the CBC scam that they're doing. And I'm going to break down to you the facts that I got to where my point is going to be proven. So these are the leaders. Check this out. These are the leaders of the Congressional Black Caucus, right? But you have one particular that's the chair, okay? So she's pretty much the head leader, all right? Now, when we look into this lady, she fits the description of what we call a tether. This is a tether, okay? Let me explain. The Honorable Yvette D. Clarke, hailing from the Central Brooklyn, Congresswoman Yvette Diane Clarke feels honored to represent the community that raised her. She is the proud daughter of Jamaican immigrants. She takes her passion for her Caribbean heritage to Congress, where she co-chairs the Congressional Caribbean Caucus and works to foster relationships between the United States and the Caribbean community. Clarke is a senior member of the House Energy and Commerce Committee. Clarke has been a member of the Congressional Black Caucus since the coming to Congress in 2007, and today she serves as its chair. So if y'all see that, you understand that they love getting people from other countries and coming here and putting them to speak for Black people. And with our delineation, this is a violation. We only want FBA people that's in seats. You guys tried to push this Kamala Harris on us. You guys are pushing the Barack Obamas. You're pushing a lot of people that are not born and bred in this country. And we don't want that representation anymore. Now, I'm going to go further in the CBC, right, about them. This whole thing started with Africa in mind. So that lets you know the start of it was a scam. Check this out. Since its establishment, and I'm going right off of their website, we already know what it is. You guys are just giving it away. Since its establishment in 1971, the Congressional Black Caucus has been committed to using the full constitutional power, statutory authority, and financial resources of the federal government to ensure that African Americans and other marginalized communities in the United States have the opportunity to achieve the American dream. This is cap, okay? But when we go down here, that's what they say, right? But when we go down here, all right, I'm going to show you the history of Africa, okay? So now we know that it started in 1971. So shortly after, let me go there. So the CBC is often called the conscience of Congress for being the first to stand up and speak out about issues that Congress needs to examine or re-examine. This was the case with South Africa. In an issue that African and African-American activists and founding members of the CBC became involved in decades before Congress passed the Comprehensive Anti-Act of 1986. So it's a serious connection with Africa here. Listen to this. In 1959, Diggs became the first African-American chairman of the House Subcommittee on Africa. So as y'all see right here, they're doing nothing but making a connection between Africa and America and probably bringing in people so they don't have to put FBA in there to control the United States. I know people seeing this and they're like, no, these Black people are helping Blacks. They're helping us. No, they're not. No, they're not. And I'm going to show you more proof. Okay. In 1985, Rep. William H. Gray, chairman of the House Committee on Budget and a member of the CBC, introduced a bill that prohibited loans and new investments in South Africa and enforced sanctions on imports and exports with the nation. In 1986, Rep. George Crockett, he may be related to Jasmine Crockett, who knows, another member of the CBC, introduced the resolution that called on South Africa to free Nelson Mandela and other political prisoners and to recognize the African National Congress as the political voice of South Africa's Black majority. Both measures were unsuccessful. So do y'all see how they already are in tune with Africa? Nelson Mandela, it's kind of like they're using the they're using people here in America, and they could be Caribbean. They don't want to use a stand-up FBA guy. It seems like they're goal is to help Africa, or I don't even think they even been helping Africa. I don't think no policy that they have help Africa. I think it's just a pool of people that they're using. But watch this. Barack Obama made it even worse. In 2008, then U.S. Senator Barack Obama was elected president of the United States, making him the first only African American, the first and only member of the CBC, and the first and only member of the minority Congressional Caucus to be elected to the nation's highest office. On the challenges of our times, on the threats of our times, members of the CBC have been leaders moving America forward, which is cap. Okay, so basically this Congressional Black Caucus is a cover-up for immigrants and bringing immigrants into the country. That's what it is. Okay, it's nothing more, nothing less, and these are the people that is running this play, and it's been like that since the beginning. Okay, since it was these people here. They don't let me click on their page, but yeah, since it was in 1971, it still was a scam. So we got to expose and cancel stuff like this. Make sure y'all push this video, share this video, let everybody know that we're canceling the tethers that's in the Black Caucus. They don't represent us. They're not for us, and they're not putting any policies and any strategies that's going to help out the Black community. They're about helping Africa. But I want to know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I am going live tonight. We're going to go in on taking advantage of our culture and us as our people. But make sure y'all tap into that, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
To have a community, you must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax spaces for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.